fun. Phonics is fun.
We're reading with the clock today. It's all about the clock. Are you ready? Yes, reading happens anywhere, any place, and anytime, and every time. Reading happens every time. So today, we are going to be reading using the clock, reading about the clock. What is a clock? A clock is an instrument or a device that tells time. Or we could say a clock measures time. That's more like it. A clock measures time. So let us explore this clock that I'm holding here. This is my red clock with a white face and black numbers. Red clock, colored red, so clocks can have any color. So you can get the clock that matches the color you love very much. All right, and my clock has a face. We call this part of the clock the face of the clock. Now, if you look at my clock carefully, you will see three lines, call them lines or things in here. This one here, very slim one, and this one here. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. We call these hands, right? So this clock has 2 hands. Some clocks will have, no. This clock has 3. We're counting 3 and we're saying 2. This clock has 3 hands, but many clocks will have just 2. This one has 3. Count on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so 3 hands. Each hand does a specific job, and understanding what the hands will do will help us to be a master at reading clocks. So let's go. So if you look carefully, we have this very, very thin hand there. That's the second hand. It tick, 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 tick. Yes, it tells us the seconds. So we have heard maybe that 60 seconds make a minute, right? So this is the seconds hand. And then we have the long hand. When we're counting these two, we talk about the long hand. So the long hand, let me show you using a clock that has 2 hands here. So let's use this one for this that I'm going to tell you. So like I said, there are some clocks with just 2 hands, right? And we're going to be focusing on only 2 hands in this lesson. So we're looking at the long hand, which is showing blue here, and the short hand, which is red right here. So the short hand tells us the hour. The short hand tells us the hour, and the long hand tells us the minute. So we'll get back to that later on, right? We need to remember what the hands will do. The short hand, the hour hand, the long hand, the minute hand. Now, clocks can be of any size. Just like we mentioned that they could be any color, they can be of any size, various sizes. Clocks can be as big, huge, gigantic, enormous. What is the word? Colossal. Yes, they can be so big, like giant towers. Oh yes, do you know about any clock? Any tower? Have you heard about Big Ben? Where is Big Ben? You might need to research that. Where is Big Ben? And you know what? Research, where in the world can we find Big Ben? And I want you to answer that in the comment section below. Yes, let's keep it talking. So clocks can be enormous, or they can be as small as a watch. A watch. And we know now that we have even those that it can be on your fingers. Yes, so they can be big or they can be small. They can be tiny, very much so. However, no matter what size that they have, they will do their job. And their job is to tell the time. Do you have clocks? Look around in the room where you're at right now and see if you can find a clock. When you see the clock, there is the clock. What color is your clock? Look, Does your clock have two hands, or can you identify on your clock the three hands? If you can't find the second hand, find the minute hand and find the hand that will show the hour. Now we're going to talk about two types of clocks. We have what is called analog. This is the analog clock, right? So we use the hands and the numbers and a clock face. This is called the analog clock. And then we have what is called the digital clock that, most watches or stuff, numbers, numerical values in number, just number, no clock face. They just come up. And most times they're, and in color as well. We call those the digital clock. Today, for our lesson, we're going to be looking at learning to read the analog clock. So our interest in time happens long before our ability to read a clock. So don't get, no. You have been using time long before you were able to read clocks. And if you can't read a clock now, you're still using time. We exist in time. And guess what? We talk about breakfast time. Maybe that's your favorite time. We talk about lunch time. We talk about dinner time, supper time, bedtime, playtime, rest time. What other times do we talk about? Birthday. Did you know that when you're anticipating your birthday, that has to do with time as well? Oh yes, school time, homework time, and guess what? Now it is reading time with Auntie Nats. Yes, we are rebuilding the walls of literacy. It is the rebuilding time. We also talk about school time. Any more time? I have one that I love. Church time, prayer time, playtime. So we are always using time, whether we can read the clock or not. If we can't, somebody that's canon will do that and will keep us in time. We also talk about today. We talk about tomorrow. We talk about yesterday. Time is involved in all of those things. We talk about the days of the week. Oh yes, when we do that, we are talking about time. So let us name the days of the week. We have here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The days of the week. The months of the year? The months of the year are January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Yes, the months of the year. What month is your month? March is my month. Yes, it's my month. All right. I so thank God for time. The Bible speaks about time. Like Genesis 1 verse 1. Say that with me. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The beginning of time, God created the heavens and the earth. So we have time right now. And I'm so excited that you have decided to share your time with me. I am happy. Thank you. Now, guess what? To be a master at time reading, there are some things that we should know. So let us check in. So on our clock face, we see numbers. Maybe I want to use my red clock right here, right now. So we see numbers on the clock's face. So let's start here. This is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, number 11, and number 12. Very important numbers these are. Oh yes. So each number here, these are representing an hour, right? So 1 hour, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Half day, because there are 24 hours in a day. How many hours are there in a day? 24. Listen keenly. A lot of information you can garner, that is to get from this lesson. There are 24 hours in a day, earlier, we spoke about the days of the week. There are 7 days in a week. We also spoke about the months of the year. There are 12 months in a year. And I'm looking for something here. Let me see if I have it. If you have the cornerstone, Math Cornerstones, and by Auntie Nats, you can go, I think it's about page 18 or so. It will tell you all about time. So if you have that book, go ahead and use it. All right, so knowing our numbers is important. Another thing about numbers that we're going to want to know is how to count by fives. So let's go. Let us count by fives. Can you see? Let's begin. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So we're stopping at 60 today because 60 minutes will make an hour. We're going to be talking about hours and minutes today. Counting by fives. When we count by fives, we are literally adding 5 each time. So 5 plus 5, like high 5, your 5, my 5, 10. 5, 10, 15, 20. We're adding 5 each time. So if you're not sure how to count by fives, you can practice that. Let's do that one more time. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 60. We're supposed to go to 60. I'm carried away. So let's go back to our clock now. So telling the time, we can tell the time on the hour. Do you remember what hand we said was the hour hand? Is it the blue or the red? Is it the long or the short? So the short hand is the hour hand. So when the hour hand goes on 1, we say 1, that's 1 hour, right? So let's read the clock on the hour. So this becomes very important to us. When the long hand is on 12, it says o'clock. What it says? O'clock. Here you notice I have my colon and I have 2 sides. I have this side and this side. Let me just mark them for you. So one side, we're going to have the hours, and on the other side, we're going to have the minutes. So H for me here, showing where we're going to put our hours, over here showing where we're going to put our minutes. So when we are doing our clocks, once the long hand is on 12, then it's o'clock. How do we represent o'clock? We represent o'clock. So let me put I'm going to just place here my colons. See the colons? Good. And I'm going to put at the top H for hours and M for minutes. See that? So when the long hand is on 12, we say o'clock. And we put 2 zeros to show o'clock. 2 zeros to show o'clock. So let us try sometimes here. So this is o'clock. So let's say our time here, 1 o'clock. This is 2 o'clock. This is 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and it goes all the way around. Let's practice some time. What time is it? So look, the shorthand tells the hour. What time is it? The shorthand points at 4, the long hand at 12. So let's say it is 4 o'clock. What time is it? It is 4 o'clock. Correct. You got that right. Let's try some more times. Are you ready? Let's go. What time is it? Correct. It is 8 o'clock. What time is it? It is 7 o'clock. What time is it? Look where the red is pointing. It is, oh yes, it is 11 o'clock. What time is it? Look at the red hand. It's pointing at the 12. It is 12 o'clock. What time is it? Yes, it is 5 o'clock. Look at how we write it, 5 o'clock. What time is it? Oh yes, it is, what time? 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. What time is it? It's pointing at the 6. So it is 6 o'clock. Okay, good. So that's telling the time on the hour, o'clock, on the hour. So once we know our numbers from 1 all the way to 12, we should have no problem telling the time on the hour. Parents, if you're watching as well, you can get one of these clocks stamps. Look at it. So when we use an ink pad and get an ink pad as well, and you can get, rather than drawing, let me show you how it works. Oh, so I stamp. Yes, so I just put my thing in my ink pad and I stamp my clocks there, and I can give a student several clocks to put in time over and over. We can make it really fun. So you could get one of these. I bought mine on Amazon. So you can just go there and search. This is not a paid advertisement, please. I don't get paid for that. All right, but it is important. I enjoy using them. And my students, we just go stamping, bam, bam, clock time. Show me 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever. And we have a fine time, a fantastic time even. So that was the time on the hour. So now what we're going to be looking at is telling the time on the half hour. Half hour. What did I just say? Yes, I did say half of the hour. Now that is something that we're going to need to work out now. How much is half of the hour? We said earlier on in this lesson that we got 60 minutes. 60 minutes are there in 1 hour. 60 minutes in 1 hour. Let us check it. 60 minutes in 1 hour. So on my clock here, it helps you to see that each of these lines, it's a minute, right? So we start right here, 1, let's count them. So let's go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Oh yes, we're going 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Can you see? Let me hold it properly. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Whew, that was some time. So there must be an easier way to do that. Are we going to be counting like this all the time? Seriously? Not. Let's find a way to do it. So, remember we learned to count by 5s. So let's go. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 falls on the 1. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 falls on the 2. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we keep going. So we're recognizing that we could touch all the big numbers. Remember we said those were the hour numbers. We could touch on them and we could count by 5s. Let's try that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. We got the same number, and that was so fast. So we're going to be counting like that for this lesson. So we did say 60 minutes in 1 hour. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Now we want to find half of 60. How much is half of 60? And there are a number of ways. You may not be doing fractions just yet. You may not even be dividing just yet. But we can still find half of 60. We could count by 5s to find half of 60. Or we could count by 10s. Can you count by 10s up to 60? Let's try. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I just love counting. And I just have to keep moving when I count. Let's do that again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. You know what we're going to be doing? Drawing circles to represent each one of those 10s. Let's go. Let me hold it here. So let's go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So each circle, that's 10 minutes. We're counting by 10. 10 minutes. So we're going to share. To find those, to find half of something, we have to share. When we're finding half, we're sharing for two. So I'm going to use a symbol. We're going to share. Let's go. One for me, one for you. One for me, one for you. One for me, and one for you. How many did you get? We're counting by 10. Let's go. 10, 20, 30. How much did I get? 10, 20, 30. So it looks like half of 60 is 30. Half of 60 is 30. Let's check that with our clock, because we could do it by fives too. So where is half of this circle? Let's find half of this circle. So we can use our hands to make a half of the circle. If this was a pie or a pizza, and we're going to cut it all the way down center. So this is half of the circle. So let's count from here to right here at the 6. Half of 12 is 6. So let's go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So half of 60 minutes is 30 minutes. 30 minutes. So we could put our 30 right over here on our minutes side. 30 minutes. So since we're going to be finding the time on the half an hour, 30 minutes. So don't watch my hands. Right now, we're only looking at the minutes. 30 minutes over here. So once we are going to find the time on the half an hour, the long hand, which is the minute hand, now lives on number 6. So just remember that. Once we're finding the half an hour, our minute hand lives on number 6. 30 minutes means half past the hour. Half past the hour. So if we want to find 6:30, 5:30, 4:30, 3:30, it means half past that hour. So let's find 1:30. 1:30 means half past 1 o'clock. So it was 1 o'clock. And if it's going to be 1:30, then it's going to be half past 1 o'clock. So here is 1 o'clock. And we're going the hour hand must go halfway between 1 and 2 because it is half past the hour. Half past the hour. Over on this side tells you past the hour. Put your thing on the thing. Half past the hour. That is 1:30. How about 2:30? We're going to not put it exactly on 2. It is half past 2. Half past 2. Let's fix that nicely. I want it to be nice. So that's 30 minutes after 2. 30 minutes after 2, 2:30 or half past 2. Let us see what 4:30 looks like. If you have a clock, would you set 4:30? We're looking at 4:30. So that is half past, look at my 4, half past 4, and my minute hand remains on 6. 4:30. Here's the hour, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 4:30. Do we understand that? 4:30. Amazing. Any questions? You can type it in the comment section. I'll pick it up from there personally. I'll go there to see your comment. 4:30. Do you have a clock where you're at? Oh, all right. I'm going to ask you to tell me the time here. Let me set this clock and you will tell me the time. You'll tell me the time. What time is this? Yes, it is 9:30. 9:30 is half past 9. 9:30. You are amazing. What time is, I'm going to catch you now. What time is this? Yes, this is 6:30. Half past 6. Not 7 yet. Half past 6. Half past 6 o'clock. So remember our 6. Remember the 6 on the clock. Remember what we said? That when the minute hand lodges here, it is half past the hour. 30 minutes after. And our minutes, remember where the minutes will go. We have our clock, this side for the hour, this side for the minutes. Okay? So when your paper is turned to you, the hour on the left, the minute on the right. The hour on the left, the minute on the right. The long hand tells the minutes, the short hand tells the hour. There are so many other times that we could tell. So many times that we can tell. Yes, so there are. Oh Lord, if we were to continue just telling time, we would not finish this video. And I really don't want it to be too long. I wanted to teach you about quarter past the time, or quarter to. But I may have to do that in another video, right? It's too long now. I'm going to give you a break. It's break time. It's break time. It's the time to end the video. It's time to go tell somebody what you have learned. It's time to drop me a message in the comment section to tell me, Auntie Nats, I did learn this, or I did not understand. Could you do me a video to show me this, show me that, whatever it is. I want you to be able to master time in all its glory, all its sense, because you have to manage your time if you're going to be successful. You have to manage your time. God has given us time here on earth, and guess what? We have to manage our time. Yes, if you're going to become that awesome individual that you are, you have to manage your time. All right? So God bless you, bless you, bless you. Come back soon. I think I will have to do another video to show you quarter to or quarter past. All right? Blessings.